So my friend Joker and I yesterday did Unhallowed Grave and Ice Reach, and we actually did Ice Reach on Vet. And you can see, I'll show you, everybody, I've got the helm. Here it is. Mother Chianayat's Visage, which is what I wanted. I wanted a heavy helmet. This adds 1058 maximum magicka, and while you're in combat, two items adds casting an ability with a cast time or channeling an ability grants you a damage shield that absorbs 4,825 damage for 6 seconds. If the damage shield is broken, you restore 579 magicka. So this is sort of like Ice Heart. Ice Heart is when you do damage on anything, you get a shield, and it also damages when it's around you. But this, when it's broken, will give you back magicka. So I'm going to wear this on a new build that I'm going to be doing. It's a build by an awesome YouTuber. His name is Hack the Minotaur. Dude's got a great voice. He's on PC. He's really thoughtful about his builds and stuff. He's going through this crazy phase where he's doing one bar everything. He's just putting up all these one bar builds, which are awesome. I'm going to do his one bar Templar. He calls it God mode, and it uses jabs. I'll be showing you guys that, but you know, I will definitely put a link to his page and credit him for it. I don't have anything to do with figuring out of the build. I will definitely do it and do some testing on it, but it's his build. Hack the Minotaur. Just look him up on YouTube. His voice is very deep like this, and he talks very slowly. It's super cool. This is the other. So when I went to get the shoulders for the Mother Chianati's helmet, I lucked out. I got medium. I had to buy 2 boxes, and the first one was the Kajalmar's Nightmare epaulets, which are light, which that's okay. And this looks pretty crazy. Just one item adds 124 spell damage, and then 2 items dealing damage with a light attack puts a stack of bone on your enemy for 5 seconds. Then you can apply only 1 stack every second. Okay, so you keep putting the stacks on there, and then at 5 stacks, an undodgeable skeletal hand attacks your enemy after 1 second, knocking them into the air and stunning them for 3 seconds. Or if you can't stun them, if somehow they have a immunity, will deal 18,751 damage. An enemy that has reached 5 stacks cannot gain bone stacks for 3 seconds. But I don't know, it looks great, but then you're like, look at these parameters. It's like dealing damage with a light attack puts a stack of bone on your enemy for 5 seconds. You can only apply 1 stack every 1 second. So you have to have 5 stacks, and it can only do it 1 stack every second, and then the stack only lasts for 5 seconds. So the first stack that you put is going to deteriorate before you get the whole 5 stack. I don't know. Sounds pretty persnickety, but I don't know. You just have to get it and then check it out. But the dungeon is really fun. Unhallowed Grave is great fun, and Ice Reach is great fun. We did a bunch of times yesterday, and then Ice Reach, we had tried to do it on Vet. For some reason, we're not being able to do it. And then we ended up in the end of the day doing it, and it was great. No problem. Did it with a couple of leprechauns. These 2 guys were both wearing that green leprechaun costume. It was so funny. I asked them if they were leprechauns, and they said yes, they were. So that proves it right there. They were leprechauns. So Unhallowed Grave, though, we had like a lot of problems when we went in. My friend Joker had said that they had just breezed through it with another guy in our guild, and he said it was super easy. And then when we went to the kiln, which is where you have to grapple up and turn off these sigils, and then the boss, the kiln master, will come down and she'll stab her sword. These flames come up out of the vent. She'll stab her sword in the flames and stop the vent from spewing fire. And then every time we'd go up there, it wouldn't work. And then we worked it out that we were breaking the shield of the boss. You have to not break her shield. So what it is when you get into that room, the healer and the 2 DPS all pick a grapple point. And then when it says the flames are rising, the three of you go up. Use the grapple bow, just like in that pre-quest thing. And once you get to the top, whoever's got the archer, you kill the archer, and then you press the sigil on the floor and call down to the tank how many sigils are on the floor. There'll either be 2, 3, or 4. So you tell the tank will drag the boss over to that sigil area. The boss will stab her sword into the ground, and then you'll live through that attack, and then you just lay it on her. The big problem is you cannot DPS the boss. Once the flame starts coming up, you can't DPS the boss. If you break her shield, you have to live through a whole flame attack, which, good luck with that. I'm a vampire. Fire is my worst enemy, and it will be game over. Well, that's it for today. I just wanted to show you that crafting achievement in the outfit station, an easy way to do it with those three, either the Divine Prosecution, Dragon Bone, or the Morag Tone Converters. Those 3 sets are free. You can see it says application cost is 0. So, you know, it's something you can play around with. If you don't have any money, you can just like put on different styles and stuff, mix and match, come up with some really funky kind of costumes, which are fun. And that's what I'm here for, to save you guys money. I also just wanted to talk about those 2 dungeons. I'm really excited. They're very fun. Gotta have a lot of crazy mechanics, and they're not that hard. Like on normal, Ice Reach is super easy. I mean, it's within anybody's capabilities to go in there. You know, I would just say on Ice Reach, the only thing that's kind of hard is when you come to probably the second boss is a witch, and she'll put you on fire. When you're on fire, you have to stay away from your other friends because you'll kill them, and you also need to melt the ice off the stranglers that pop up. But even on normal, if you're not on vet, it's a pretty forgiving mechanic. It's not like you're gonna fail at it. So check out those dungeons. If you have ESO Plus, just set yourself up and go in there and try it. It's really fun. I had a great time. I'm really looking forward to Greymore. It's going to be a great season this year. We're going to have a lot of stuff to do. And don't forget, the Jesters Festival is coming, and it's going to be on the 26th. I was wrong. I said the 3rd. It's going to end on the 2nd. So it's actually, we have like a week and 3 days, or a week and 4 days until the Jesters Festival. I'll be doing videos every single day, as usual, to show you guys all the different things you can get. Dubious Cameron Throne, Princess Rules, all kinds of recipes, and I'm sure they'll be giving motifs too. So give me a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment in the comment section if there's anything you'd like to see, or if you're having any kind of trouble with the game, need a mechanic for the new dungeons. Unhallowed Grave has a secret boss. I'm looking into that right now. Once I do it, I'll let everybody know what's up. Hit me up on the North American server. My name is Coyote, Chaotey. And until that time, let's get paid.